Okay, I'm going to do a clock collection video. Here we have the Vienna style Swiss spring driven regulator. And over here we've got the Ansonia Model A regulator. Over here is the 8-day Schmeckenbecker weight driven wag on the wall clock. Here we have the Kienzl Westminster Chimes bracket clock. And we have the French shelf mantle clock with Brocaud escapement, or Brocot, however you pronounce it. And a little West Clocks alarm clock, which I've not wound. The Gilbert clock, which belonged to my great aunt. Skeleton clock. And the Virgin Foliot clock. The Feeding Birds cuckoo clock that once belonged to my second great grandma. The Quail cuckoo clock. The FMS 8-day German wall clock. On top of it sits a little Gilbert 30-hour cottage clock. Here's a 1-day cuckoo clock made by Hecco. There's another FMS, but it's a grandfather clock. And on top of it sits a little Ingraham mantle clock. Right next to it is the triple chime grandfather clock. And that's just in my room. I've got more. The 8-day cuckoo clock that I built myself out of a bunch of eBay parts. The Viking grandfather clock that used to belong to my grandparents. The little porcelain Hermely 8-day Ting Tang shelf clock. Way the hell back here is a rotating ball clock, the anniversary clock. Past this ginormous full tower computer sits a few clocks. Here we have the Ingraham tambour, or in the UK known as Napoleon hat clock. Needs hardware. The time only Ansonia regulator A. The Kienzl wall clock, which needs help. I forget what's wrong with it, but it needs work. The Seth Thomas Cymbal Bim Bam mantle clock on 2 coiled gongs. I'm going to probably fix that next. The little New Haven. The, I think, GE Revere Westminster clock. The Soviet Vesna clock. The Gustav Becker Westminster Chimes mantle clock. Very robust, by the way. Needs a suspension spring. Behind the adamantine and the Ingraham sits 2 more clocks. The Gilbert 30-hour time and strike shelf clock, missing a chunk of wood. The Seth Thomas 8-day time and strike with bell strike gingerbread clock. Pretty nice. The French Morbier clock. The Hamilton Westminster Chimes drop octagon wall clock. And the experimental prototype of a bell strike clock. That's pretty neat. That's probably going to get turned into a full clock. I don't know yet, though. That was a musical cuckoo clock. But that project's abandoned for now because the clutch, the minute hand clutch for the Motion Works, is all rusted and seized up, like really, really bad. And there's another cuckoo clock case down in there, too. I'm going to ding a couple of these clocks. And I haven't heard the adamantine's voice in quite a while. Sounds pretty good. I should put that one back in service. Just need to find a place to put it. Oh, you're coming with me. Something just fell. I don't care what it was. And movements in this box, and it's coming with me too. Thanks for watching.